Greetings, Scribblers. Kent Sean here. I always advise new authors to not mess around getting through their first draft. There are a lot of reasons for this. First and foremost, your first draft sucks, so you probably shouldn't spend a lot of time doing something awful. However, it has come to my knowledge that some people might take that advice to an unhealthy extreme and do damage to their potential story. Today, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons not to rush your first draft. But first, in case you haven't done it already, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you're not deprived of one brick of this writerly mansion. While listening to a podcast the other day, I heard a self-published author claim that he writes a 100,000-word novel, start to finish, every month. This struck me as borderline insane.
Insane.
I've written 5 novels in 5 years, and a lot of my writer buddies tell me that's a solid pace. But it makes me sound positively blocked next to Speedy Gonzales novel a month guy. Though I always preach that getting a first draft done is an exercise in outrunning doubt, you also don't want to outrun your creativity in the process. So today, I'm going to give you 3 reasons not to rush your first draft. Reason number 1. Don't get mad. Most of your ideas are bad.
Hey!
Yep, you heard me right. I know what you're thinking. I have no idea about the throbbing river of awesome ideas that flows from you like an eternal spring. Every turn of phrase a gem. Every character an icon. You are the cornucopia of good ideas. Scribbler, I got some bad news for you.
You are not!
What makes a good idea good is that it's rare. If everybody had good ideas all the time, there'd be less reality TV and John Mayer albums. Sadly, this is not the case. Coming up with good ideas is a process of elimination. We have an idea, think about it a while, and most of the time, pronounce it bad. We come up with a dozen reasons a new character or plot point just won't work for our story. This process takes time. If we try to write our rough draft in a couple of weeks, we rob ourselves of all the productive time we would have spent thinking about our story and solving problems. I know there are a lot of NaNoWriMo folks out there preparing letter bombs for me. With all due respect, you will never convince me that thinking for 1 month is better than 3.
What about Preptober?
What about Preptober? Hey, if you spent an entire month planning your novel, you didn't write your first draft in 1 month. Did ya? Coming up with a story is writing. So if you were planning and outlining, you were writing. If you don't like anything I just said, please leave your hateful comments and need for validation in the comments below. Reason number 2, sleep is good for problem solving. Ever heard someone say you should sleep on it when you're making a tough decision or trying to solve a problem? Turns out this is not just an old wives' tale. There is a boatload of science showing that creative problem solving is enhanced by sleep. Studies show that you will be far more creative if the introduction of the problem and its solution are divided by one good snooze. Writing a novel is one giant mass of problems to solve. Every scene has a turning point. Every character has an arc. Even if you have an awesome outline, you're still going to run into flat characters, scenes that go nowhere, and about 1 million other little problems that you did not anticipate. If you only have a few weeks to finish your first draft, that is a lot of problems to solve per sleep cycle. If we slow things down a little, we have a lot more rack time to dream up some awesome scenes and plot solutions to improve our work in progress. Reason number 3, you are not going to stick with this pace over the long haul. For those of us who are striving to do this for a living, we need to set a writing pace that doesn't run us into the ground. If we set massive daily word counts and ridiculous deadlines, we're going to get worn out. It's no wonder a lot of NaNo participants admit they don't write for months after December hits. They're done. There will always be times we have to push to meet deadlines. But if our entire writing life is a sprint, when do we get to stop and enjoy the fact that we can work in our underwear? Not to mention that unless you're a complete introverted cave troll,
Go away!
there are probably some people who'd like to spend some time with you now and then. If you're always holed up in your writing cave, you might find the people that love you prepared to ambush you with nets when you surface. So there you have it, Scribblers. 3 reasons not to rush your first draft. By no means am I saying you should make a career out of it, but you have no chance of creating a quality backlist unless you invest some time in your work. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and please don't forget to visit my website, kentshawn.com. Till next time, Scribblers, butts in seats, fingers on keyboards.